Now in this module, we're going to actually decide on choosing what to promote. And this is very important, but we have a real method behind it. Now, to choose an offer, you have to weed them out in order to find the right ones. And you want to make sure that somebody is actually going to want to watch a YouTube video for the offer that you're deciding to promote. Because if they're not interested in watching the video, well, you pretty much wasted your time. Now, the video should be something that's intriguing. It should be something that Dr. Oz mentioned, perhaps, something that people basically would just want to know more about. And that's why weight loss is a really good one. But you basically just want to use common sense when you're trying to decide what to promote, especially through video marketing. Now, many people just throw a bunch of YouTube videos all over YouTube, and they basically just spam the network, but they don't really know how to market, and they just really have no skills whatsoever. And you don't want to be that type of a person, because you're going to do a lot of work for very little money. Now, what we do in order to make great money is we like to promote offers that have the highest amount of what's called buyer intention keywords, and we're going to go over that in just a bit.
You're exactly right. Buyer intention keywords are just like low-hanging fruit. You can take over the whole front of page of Google with your videos. Now, we've actually done this. This is our scientific method, which that in this module, we're going to go over how to set up videos the right way with keywords. Now, your first step needs to be to choose an offer, and then find out if there's traffic coming to that offer through buyer keywords.
Now, what we like to do before we actually promote something is you want to take a look on your CPA network, and this is just from the featured listings in the Offer Vault, and it shows all of the different things that you could promote. Now, for this example here, we're going to be promoting something that does really well for us, which is called Pure Raspberry Ketones, or actually just Raspberry Ketones. That's really hot right now, and that's what we're going to be promoting, and we're going to use that for this example. Now, the first step that you want to do is you want to visit the keyword planner. And if you've been doing keyword research before, you probably already realized that the old keyword tool of Google is already gone. But the good thing about the keyword planner is it's actually just better. It's a lot more fine-tuned, and we'll show you that in just a sec. Now, what we like to do is we like to use the Google keyword planner tool, and as we mentioned earlier, is we go after buyer keyword terms. And you got to remember that with general keywords, that's without buyer intention, you're going to need a whole lot more traffic just to generate sales. And if you remember, as we said before, is it doesn't matter how much traffic you're getting, because you can't spend traffic. It only matters how much your offer converts and how much money you make, because obviously you're here to make money, not just to get traffic. So when researching an offer, you want to use exact match and then choose keyword ideas. And let's take a look at that exactly in the keyword planner tool right now, and exactly what we do and how we utilize it. So here we are in the Google Keyword Planner tool, and the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and enter in the keyword that you're going after. So if you recall, the Raspberry Ketone is the keyword that we're going to be going after in this example, and it's something that I love promoting on YouTube. And one of the reasons, of course, that I love promoting it is because it pays really well. It pays $62 a pop, and obviously it's very connected with weight loss. So anybody that's going to YouTube to do weight loss research, which is a big reason that people go to YouTube, they're going to end up a lot of times putting information in about Raspberry Ketone, especially because Dr. Oz had mentioned it in one of his previous shows, and it made it really famous. So what I do after I enter in that keyword, I always put in the word buy right in front of it. I start off there, and then I go further, and I do further research, which I'll show you in just a bit. Now, it always defaults to this right after you hit get ideas. That's the next thing you want to do, is enter in your search term, then click on get ideas, and it'll default to this tab right here, which is called Add Group Ideas. Now, that's not the one that you want. The one that you want is what's called Keyword Ideas. So if you simply click that, you'll see the amount of monthly searches, which this one here, you say, 720. You think that's kind of low. But think about it, is that I would rather have this than something else that maybe gets, like, say, 100,000 searches, because this right here is somebody who's actually looking to make a decision they want to go ahead and purchase something versus somebody else who's just kind of a tire kicker who's just trying to get some basic information about it. So that's the reason that I do so well with CPA marketing, is because I'm using buyer intention keywords versus general everyday keywords. So what I do from here, and this is very easy, it's very step-by-step, and we'll go over this in just a bit in the slides, but just to show you, is I look through all the different choices and I find the second most popular buyer intention keyword. Now, you don't want just this keyword here, which is just a general keyword, and that gets 368,000 searches. That's all well and good, but again, you can't spend traffic, you can only spend money. So you want to find the one that is the next most highest buyer intention keyword search. And Raspberry Ketone Review is nice, but again, that's just people looking for information. 4,400 is great. But if you look here and you find the next one here is where to buy Raspberry Ketone. So that's the second most popular one. That gets 2,400 searches. It actually gets more searches than my original choice. So you want to use that as your next search. So what I do is I grab that and I go ahead and copy and paste it right in here. And then what I do is I paste it in and I hit Get Ideas again. And you'll see that as I keep doing that, my amount of keywords keeps expanding. But what you want to do is you want to start off and grab the first amount of keywords first, your first set here. Okay, so you want to grab all of these keywords and you want to make note of all of these buyer intention keywords before you go on to your next search. And you want to do this at least 4 times deep. And I'm going to show you in the next couple of modules exactly why I do this. But the main thing, just suffice to say, is that you want to take note of all of these buyer intention keywords and put these into Notepad and have these for later on. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So let's go back into the slides and I'm going to show you some more information about what we do. Now, as we just demonstrated, the keyword buy Raspberry Ketones has clear buyer intention, and that's why we're going to use it. Now, you want to grab all of the buyer keywords, and how you're going to do that is, as I just demonstrated, is first use the word buy in front of the keyword that you're going after, and then find the next most popular buying keyword in the keyword list that the Google Keyword Planner gives you. For example, the next most popular one would be where to buy Raspberry Ketone. And then you want to take and enter that new long tail keyword into the search tool, and you want to find even more keywords. And then you just keep doing this with the third most popular and then the fourth. And then after that, what you want to do is you want to take these keywords and you want to compile a list of them in Notepad. Now, you want your videos to rank well, mainly in YouTube first, so that way you can start making money. And then secondly, you want to worry about getting ranked in Google. So the main thing is you want to rank well in YouTube first. So you got to remember, though, that keyword research, it's not always fun, but it's extremely vital, and it's going to help you to save time and money. And you have to also remember that if you don't do your research first, you're going to end up wondering why your videos don't rank, and you'll end up quitting when you could have made a ton of money in video marketing. So one thing we don't want you to do is we don't want you to give up and quit because you're not doing well. So if you follow these steps that we teach you, and if you need to, go over this module again as a refresher, and I'm sure you'll understand it. It's very easy to do, but at the same time, it's something that's very necessary too. So let's go ahead and we'll see in the next module for some more steps.